I got some elbow pain. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Jamie, NatFit, since 2017, he's got big plans for the sport of arm wrestling. 2021, we're glad to have him on board. He's got over 20 different products that range from, you know, kids to old people. So check it out. Jamie Sheldon, NatFit. Bam. Dude, B Spuds, you have no idea how much you've messed up.
Jamie did not want to be the second sponsor and for you to give him that introduction. What he paid for was for the beast to say, welcome aboard, Jamie. We love you. The community loves you.
We do. Not just because you have ARMTV tattoo. He's a genuine good dude.
They don't make him any better than that dude.
Someone busted my balls because I did not ask you about Corey West in the comments. You gripped up with him, which to me, I love what you do. It's like 100%. You immediately go into like show mode, like having fun.
What other? I mean, what good does it do me to do anything but that?
Yeah. I mean, it's immediately entertaining. Immediately. Like just gripping up with him. It's like, oh, this is why we love Travis at tournaments. Because it makes it fun.
I will bust Corey West's ass every day of the week.
As long as you let us post first. Okay. All right. I gotta find Rebecca. Okay. I'm mic'd up on her. Hang on. Kill this guy. Hang on. Get over here. I'm good. Get over here. He will fuck your wrist up. Don't let him do that. Don't let him fucking do that. I got it up. All right. He will cheat you too. He will do that shit. Don't let him do that.
What the fuck you talking about? Hey, I ain't no punk, Court.
All right.
I don't know what Michael is talking about.
Twice on Sunday.
So moments like that, nothing to be taken away from. Like, people watch the internet. For instance, I'll give you an example. We'll tie in the Corey West and John Brzenk. So I just put up a John Brzenk interview, which I tagged the Corey match onto the end. And someone in the comments said, oh, over on Michael Todd's version, Michael Todd is saying this is a good trained John Brzenk. So that makes Corey West look better versus on my video. And I'm not comparing. It's just on my video, you get the context that John Brzenk doesn't even want to arm wrestle. He says,
I tell you what,
I'm washed
John
up.
is already a negative Nancy human being. You put him together with you, and if you're not on point, if you're having a shady day, oh my God, I could barely get through that fucking interview. God damn. I fired John immediately after that interview. He's no longer on the seminar staff. I told him that I would like for him to work for whoever my biggest competition is in the seminar business. My God. He hates arm wrestling. He hates everybody. He hates you. He hates your ideas, the ARMTV. He's a poor guy. Poor guy. We needed you, man. Don't you remember what you needed to bring out? What is the dog that you bark
the dog.
And shit? Yeah, you need to bring that out before you interview John Brzenk.
No, we need it. How many? 50? This is bad for the sport. You're hamming it up, Gary. No, I'm not hamming it up. I'm at the UAL. This is what happens when I get excited. I'm not making it up. I'm not making that up. I'm not making it up. I'm excited. That's what happens when I get excited. I'm not hamming it. Is it fake? Is it fake? It might be fake, but this is me.
Because you were a little feeling down on yourself.
You saw I
got these cameras everywhere. So
you saw I was trying to encourage him. Because here's the thing.
You did a terrible job of giving any of us hope that he is ever coming back again. That was his funeral that you decided to film in front of all of us. Thanks a lot. I wish that would have been on my site. How come there's not more videos coming out on Travis Bagent Unfiltered?
Yeah, we're going to have to – dude, this takes a lot of work. We're going to have to renegotiate our deal here.
Renegotiate.
All
right. I will send you 7 packs of beef teriyaki. Hey, dude, this is the best beef jerky in the world. If you are watching this show and you have the hookup on where we can put Western Survivor beef jerky, this company is an arm wrestling beef jerky company. As this product does good, so does arm wrestling. Does everyone understand that?
All right. I love beef jerky. Send me my package. I need to taste it so I can talk about it like Travis.
$7.99. If you cash at me right now, Gary, this teriyaki is on its way.
Okay, let's finish up with John Brzenk.
Oh, man, you already finished him. Thank you.
You called him a negative Nancy. I mean, clearly, like, the guy's always going to be able to arm wrestle, but you have to actually, like he said, you have to arm wrestle a lot to maintain a certain standard of competition. And he seemed like
let's just put it out there right now. If you take out the 5 freakazoids that are residing in the United States, which I'm just talking about Michael Todd, Travis Bagent, Dave Chafee, Jerry Cadorette, Todd Hutchins. Those are weirdos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird dudes. They are amazing. If you take those top 5 guys out of there lies Corey West right there. Big ass smile right there. And with a big ass hug. Happy as fuck to be the gatekeeper of those weirdos. Now, Corey's got to be careful. If he fucking flinches, Marcio, Ron Bath, looks like Wayne Withers, even guys like Paul Passmore, strong human beings, right? Any of them can smack that dude if he ain't careful. Possibly Robbie Burnett and even my man Dimitri, right? So to say that anything's wrong with where John Brzenk is in his form right now, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say something else. I thought you were going to say if you take those 5 freakazoids out, John Brzenk could go to any tournament in the United States and just clean house.
That's what you're getting ready to get, right? You just got the fact that Corey West is waiting there after those 5 guys, smiling his ass off, ready to take on any one of them. And I don't care. I know what I saw. John and Corey West are 50-50 if they would arm wrestled for $1,000 that day.
Yeah. I mean, John obviously gives – on the go, you're going to not give everything, right? I mean, like –
it's not even that. It's just how surgical he could be if he was totally scared and still wanted the prize.
Yeah.
Like, he can do every move very well. Like, so – and I'm not saying Corey couldn't win. You know, it's 50-50. But I'm just saying that just goes to show you. My guy is not interested, not trained, doesn't care. The motherfucker is a superhero because he could take someone like Corey West who, you know, Corey's not a normal dude, man. This guy's bench pressing, 550 pounds shit without a shirt on. Come on, man. Dude's a weird, strong guy. And John Brzenk, to me, is right there. And listen, uninterested in that entire situation.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to bring up to John. I was like, you could travel to all these random prize money tournaments and still win like you did in the day. And he's like, oh, that was just about getting a good workout. And I was like, is that really is that why I have all this footage of John Brzenk? Because he was just getting workouts? going making
trust me,
12.
he wasn't worried about the $800 he won from Leonard Denise after pulling 6 weight classes. So the fact is he used it to stay sharp. So when Igor and any big money called, that he was available and ready. Plus, I mean, let me tell you a fun place to be on the weekends. A place where you are the best athlete. I don't give a fuck what it is. Right? I don't care what the sport is. If I'm the GOAT, why not hang out there on Saturday opposed to my, I could go play golf where I'm like the 150th best guy, that's a member there. Or I could go, a couple hours up the road, fly a little bit, walk into place and everybody says, oh, there he is. Yo, my man, can I get a picture? Let me tell you something. Guys that get asked for pictures and don't act appropriate, in other words, they're so not into it because it happens all the time, those must be some cool ass guys. Because every time someone asks me for a picture, it makes me the happiest motherfucker that ever lived. So everywhere I go with John Brzenk, some person looks right at me and says, my man, can you use my phone to take a photo of me and this guy? That's the only guy that happens to me with. And that happens. So yeah.
I need to say something because John Brzenk and I, we're driving back to the airport. I bet
together. That was a fucking exciting fucking conversation y'all had. Whew. Well, you were about to retire too, both of you.
And I feel like,
you know what, John? This is our last trip. Either one. Travis is a motherfucker. He dropped the ball with Albert Ding, and now all right, go ahead.
I feel like, we don't have. John never said, "Hey, this is off the record." So I hope I can speak freely about this conversation. But
I do too. You already cost me the other GOAT. I can't even get it. Devin hates me now because of you.
No, it's your fault. That is.
Devin hates me because of you. So yeah, please break me and John Brzenk up too right now.
Yeah. No, we're talking about basically like retirement. And I was like, well, if you're not arm wrestling, what are you? He's like, just hanging out, like chilling, watching football, drinking beers. And he's like, I ride motorcycles, boats, but no like extracurricular activities that keep you engaged. And I'm like,
right.
Well, then why wouldn't you want to continue with arm wrestling? He's like, basically like, I love the people. I love seeing the revisiting on friends and all that. And it's like, and it's like, I would love my takeaway from talking to John is that retirement doesn't sound exciting to just be he's still working. And he's like, yeah, I keep working, even though I potentially could retire, it keeps you busy. And it's like, I feel like there should be a world where John continues arm wrestling for his own sanity because, sitting at home, drinking beers, watching football, it's only so.
Well, let me tell you, even recapping your and John's conversation has made me yawn twice, just to let you know.
So I feel like there's this thing with elite arm wrestlers that if you can't beat the elite, then you'd rather just not compete. And it's like,
here's what's crazy is that if you're an elite arm wrestler, people think what you're thinking. Yeah. Elite arm wrestlers do not wonder what the camera guy's thinking. But for some reason, everyone knows why the elite arm wrestler is quitting arm wrestling. But they have no idea why the guy who's been arm wrestling 3 years quit. Fact is that it's just an activity. Pick up basketball, horseshoes, shooting pool, playing darts. We've all went through years where we participated in this type of cult group activity. And then sometimes your life and the injuries and how much it costs, all that shit comes into play and you don't do it anymore. Now, why do people who are the very best at it do it? because you can't imagine, because you would imagine how happy you would be if you were the best at something, right?
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is it's no different. The guy doesn't give a fuck, just like you're the 18th best poker player that shows up at the house. The winner and you could both not come back next week. And there's no reason to try to think about why it is. John Brzenk's the man. And I'm going to tell you this. John Brzenk has been saying that for 10 years. No. And every time I call and say, come on, man, he says, okay, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So I hope that you did not ruin it all and he'd ever come
So
back.
the point, my point is there's not a better date. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We're the date. If we don't ask you out on Friday night, you're not going out on Friday night. So
we only ask you once a month, once every 2 months.
Yeah.
So perfect situation.
So we will not give up on you, John. We keep tugging on you.
VIP for life. VIP. Man, you need to reconcile this thing with Devon. I don't know what you did, but
Dude, you said it. You're the one that you went on.
I beat that guy 100 times. I've argued with his wife. I argue with his best friend. Never had a problem with him. I do this podcast with you, and now I can't get a hold of him. I'm like, yo, bro, whoa. I'm not even in the top 32. God damn. I'm not even in the top 30. What did you – listen, it took me 19 years to do a YouTube channel. Why is he tripping? What did he really call you and tell you something about an app? Or were you just saying that?
Listen, man.
We don't want no problem with Devon Larratt. Can you fix that problem, please?
I told you. Devon Larratt called me and he sounded like I stole his candy on Halloween. Like he was
call
so
him
hurt.
back. Call him back and tell him you don't want no fucking smoke with that dude.
I said you were joking, and he said, "Are you certain he's joking?" And I said, "I'll ask him." And I ask you right here, are you joking?
Yeah, I am. Listen, are you or him joking? If he has to ask me a question, why the fuck doesn't he ask me? He's called me 1,000 other times. I called him 1,000 times. We were just talking about Dubai and how I'm not pulling Trubin because I'm the best guy. I should be pulling this guy. We laughed. He sends me a T-shirt idea for the pizza shirt. Everything. My life is perfect.
Yeah,
All
but then
sudden,
you went on.
I start fucking with you. You start telling me what I can and can't do to Devon Larratt, which I have my own relationship with Devon Larratt.
For 3 shows, you were like,
fuck Devon.
I'm making it up.
Listen, I don't listen to you or Devon or anybody tell me what I am and not doing. But if I have a problem with Devon, it should not come from our conversation. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'd have a problem with everybody if they listen to this show. I mean, what kind of a weirdo is this guy acting like? You better call him, tell him, until he sees an app, he needs to relax.
Why don't you just tell
him I want to work for Arm Bets. Whatever. Call me up.
Fine.
We don't want no smoke. No smoke.
I told you.
What do you mean you told me?
What do you mean?
This is me warning you. You better fix this. I don't got no problem with that guy. You better fix that.
Dude, I'd go gay for Devon Larratt, man. That's how much
I don't care. Guy. You better fix that shit immediately.
Devon, I think you perhaps just did.
Well, I mean, are you kidding me? My name is Travis. You can reach me on Messenger. Check the 40 times that I said, yo, are you a weirdo? Call me back. I need you to help me with things. We need him at the seminars. We can't have this problem. What the fuck is going on here?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you, a weirdo?
Let's focus.
Fix that. You better fix that shit. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. Thank you. So bringing up Devon Larratt, he brought up this 32 Open, which I can't help but notice
And it's my idea. Thank you. We won't go there.
The format has evolved.
Wonder where he got that idea.
What?
Maybe that's why he's not talking to me. I forgive you. No problem. Let's move on, bro. Let's move on.
So maybe he didn't change. Maybe the backers and the buyer are like, hey.
Yeah, they're like, hey, should we hire Travis as a consultant? Because we just watched the fucking show. And what your idea was at first was retardish. Let's go with the 32-man bracket.
Here's the deal. There's nothing wrong. Fine. There's nothing wrong with supermatch elements, but you cannot argue if you're pro supermatch. You cannot argue that at the end of the day, when the supermatch is over, that everyone's standing around saying, well, I want to watch that guy arm wrestle.
Why can't the supermatch be 2 out of 3?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be 100 out of, 199? I don't get it. Because if you just did 2 out of 3, guess what? You could do another super match.
Yeah.
And if you won that one, if you do one more, you're the champ.
So you're speculating that perhaps you're left off the list.
I don't know. I'm just telling you that if you think that I have not disrespected Devon in a comedic fashion for the last 20 years and vice versa, right? I mean, this guy's he's making a YouTube channel, a post about some fight that, the fight with Tom Delson and shit, right? Like he 100% participates in the banter. Okay.
So
you come to me one day and say, arm bets. And I say, oh shit. If there's arm bets, there has to be some other knockoff. And it was a complete joke. Joke.
I'm calling
and then
bullshit.
You trying to tell me that the retard calls you and says don't do it, and I don't even believe you. I'm like, why wouldn't he call me? That don't make any sense. I just talked to him. Devon,
I'm glad.
Call me. Don't worry about what I say to Gary.
I'm always lying to Gary.
Always. Except if I tell you this is the best beef jerky in the country. This is arm wrestling beef jerky right here, Gary.
Okay, I thank you so much for clearing that up. I just want to go back one more. So Corey West is that good? He's that close?
Yeah, I mean, listen, 5th or 15th. 5th or 15th. You tell me. Or I'm sorry, 6th or 15th. Corey West is in that neighborhood. He's all piled in there with the Ron Bass, the Matt Mask, help me, Marcio Barbosas, the Wayne Withers, hell, that's probably the class I'm in right now, right here. The problem is if somebody puts up $12, I'm different, okay, and I'm ready. So remember that. But yeah, Corey West's a bad dude, and so is John Brzenk.
So go through the left hand. What did you feel? Tell me, describe that.
I felt that I could my hand is awesome and that I can get whatever grip I want. And unless the referee helps you, no one can stop it.
I'm a real deal,
Why would you
baby.
start like that?
Can't stop me. I control shit. There you go. Hold it. That's it. Keep going. Perfect. We'll do it again and see if that pec holds up. Yeah, that's perfect. Elbow.
High side. How hard? You got this, Travis. Get it again. There.
Oh, that's it. Oh, a little foul. We don't care about fouls around here, do we? Powerful fucking kid. All right.
So describe what happened with him. What you were goofing around, you were yanking it.
Yeah. Well,
you felt like you were playing.
Not playing.
I mean, playing, but
not willing.
No, my point. Hold on. My point is, what I got from that was, yes, you were indeed in entertainment mode versus like, oh, I got to win mode.
Of course. Yeah, there was no condition there for me to win, right? There was no reason. The only way for me to win would be to put the referee there for the referee to tell us to close our thumb, for the referee to tell us to close our hand, and for me to rise up, bam, and hammer this motherfucker. that's how I can win, and I can do it probably 99 out of 100 times.
Yeah. But you're not.
I get a grip and lean back a little and say, go ahead, get. Right away, that there allows me to have about 2 inches at the bottom where I really am going to have to dig. And I ain't got it in me. I do not have it in me to battle. And you saw it with John and Corey too. It's that last little inch that if I fucking act like a raging lunatic before go, that go takes care of those inches, no problem. Right?
What do you mean that last inch? Like which?
If I lean back and let the guy pull on me right at the bottom of that match, it's real tough to finish if I'm not in sick, crazy, strong conditioning. So without sucker punching off the start from a loose grip, I am suspect to be in a match that I don't really want to be in. Like I'm not grinding it out with Corey when I'm not loose. I'm not interested, and there's no financial gain.
Dude, you brought me to Texas.
I didn't know that was happening until 2 minutes ago.
Shut me down.
2 minutes ago, I found out. Damn, that hurt. That hurt bad. Why didn't I get warmed up?
I'm going to do the same thing no matter who it is. No matter
So can I use the John Brzenk and Corey so John has him over, and then at one point he's like, goes over to Corey's side, and it's like if there was money on the line and if he really wanted it, I mean he could have
100%. Now what we have to recognize too is how respectful is Corey West. Maybe Corey West let both of us rape him before go. And that's how strong he is. Right? Which I don't think that you are an awesome guy right now if you take Travis Bagent and John Brzenk from 2 inches from winning after about 10 seconds and you pull them back over. I think if you tell me you did that in the over-the-top tournament or in the GNC finals, then you're a bad motherfucker. Yeah. But I think it happens in an after pull with a lot of people in this world. And I have to imagine that it just meant a little bit more to Corey and a little bit more to Michael than it did from me and John Brzenk. But hey, I could be wrong.
I think I thought Corey was a cool dude. Really glad I got to meet him. Looks awesome.
30 years old too. Let's be honest. 5 years from now, quite possibly the strongest guy in North America.
And like those little fun moments, it's fun to speculate. But at the end of the day, that's we can.
Yeah, I told Corey that match there will get us a match. Problem is the match that he's interested in, which would be airfare, hotel, and $1,000. I'm not that interested in that there, buddy. Not that. But eventually, who knows, man? Things are changing. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good time to be an arm wrestler. You got to fix that shit with Devon. Better let this motherfucker know.
Back to
Just rewind him. Just rewind this fucking 600 other things that I've said that ain't true on the fucking thing. Okay? Just keep rolling with it and let him know that, yeah, it's all good.
Title.
Stop acting like a weirdo.
Title, Devon Larratt, please watch this. I'm glad you're back on, bro.
What are we talking about here?
Bam! Thank you.
If he's gonna be mad at me, there should at least be an app. I mean, god damn.
Well, that's why I told him, I was like, listen, if you took 5 years to develop, I promise you, Travis would quit before that. Travis will not put.
I'm out next weekend.
Travis will not put in that 5 years.
I'm working on my retirement as we speak.
Okay.
All right. What do we leave off with the pulling John? I don't understand.
Oh no. We just have to talk about. Okay.
Oh yeah, we do got to talk about the boy.
we never have really talked about Schoolboy. And let me just ask you, take out.
I do not know Schoolboy.
Right.
I met him.
Just
I met him a couple times.
Take out all the drama. He seems very popular on the internet, and I see that he looks awesome, but I have no spatial awareness of how awesome compared to people. Like back in my day, I mean, I've been back in COVID.
Schoolboy and let me think here. What's his name?
Hope you like the content. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now click that little bell icon so you get notified. This was Gary Roberts and Travis Bagent live.
Damn it!
Do something else. Don't ever say them two names to